Top of the evening, people. I hope everyone's day is going well. I hope all you all that's starting your day at this moment have a good, safe day today. So today I want to talk to everybody, okay? And the topic today is the new corporate hustle, app-based businesses, app-based gig work. That's the new hustle now. So just let me give you a little bit on where I'm coming from with this topic today, okay? So, you know, for those of you who was old enough to know, they had many years ago, there was some predatory corporations that had created payday loans, right? Oh man, payday loans was running America. People was going bankrupt. I mean, people was losing a lot of money. They were doing they were going after people in all kinds of ways. And then they had car title loans. So they had the payday loans, and then they had the car title loans. So what they did was, what these corporations do is they sit back as a group of entrepreneurs with some money, and they figure out a way to create a demand in the world that would be needed and that will be utilized by citizens of America and outside America. That will be utilized by people. So what I mean by it, if you put something out that's a payday loan, we all know that there's a lot of people out there that can't wait to payday before they need some money. Everybody don't know how to manage money. They might have a bill or two that they may need to pay. They might want to go get a dress to go out this weekend. People get high, so you know they want to try to get the check before the week or 2 week, before the week's end or before the 2 week pay period ends. So that's why they created this payday loan. And this payday loan took off like a rocket. They created a demand where you can get money before your payday. But they're going to get in your pockets with hefty fees. Yeah. The loan structure, the loan fees was ridiculous. Now, the car title loans are another way to exploit the world. They created a demand that if you can't get a payday loan, we'll give you a title loan. So you have people that have paid off their cars in a couple of years, nice cars, need money in a pinch, may need to bond somebody out of jail, may be going in foreclosure. Some could be going on, could be on drugs, or just need money. So they go up there, take their title to the place will give them a loan for what's near the value of the vehicle, or maybe lesser, depending on how much money they wanted. Okay. In return, they got the title. If you don't pay them, they put a lien on the vehicle for the money's lent, and then they win the vehicle. Then they take the vehicle and they sell the vehicle. You know what I mean? So you done lost your vehicle for less money than the vehicle's worth. Predatory actions, both of them. Create a demand to exploit society. Predatory actions that these corporations constantly create to do things to exploit the world, to exploit society, to dehumanize people, do all types of things to try to take advantage of people, right? Now, the government stepped in after so many years and so many people being stuck with these payday loans and getting garnished and getting penalized and harassed and all, and getting so many people losing their cars, so many title loans. The government stepped in and put a halt to them payday loans and the title loans, right? Now, one time you couldn't turn your head right and left every 2 yards before you saw a payday loan or a title loan place. You don't see that too much like that now. See what I'm saying? So they went there, the government shut that down. Now, this is why the government stepped in. Because they couldn't get their share of those hefty fees that the payday loans was kicking back. Their government couldn't get a portion of those cars, you see what I'm saying, from those title loans. See, when the government see that there's no way for them to profit more than normal taxes, they're going to step in, right? And they shut it down. You see what I'm saying? They created a demand to exploit America and outside of it, to exploit people in the world. You get it? Now, let's fast forward to today. The reason for the exploitation today is everyone has gotten lazy. What do these bastards do? Sit back and see how lazy everyone has gotten. People don't even go to the grocery store to make their own groceries anymore. You don't even want to touch your own tomatoes no more. You order them off of the app and get them delivered to the door. You know what I mean? You don't want to pick your own eggs no more. You get somebody else to do it. You know? People don't want to cook no more. They get the food delivered from the restaurants. You know what I mean? Liquor. You don't even want to go in the liquor store no more. They get that delivered. You don't want to go in Walmart. They get that delivered. You understand what I'm saying? You got your postal packages. They come and pick them up. Well, the post office was already doing that. But they got other services. You know what I mean? Everybody has gotten lazy. What do these predatory corporations do? They already lost the title loans and the payday loans to the government. So they done made all those billions of dollars and had very small little investments going around keeping them afloat until research, careful research of the world helped them create another demand to exploit America. And this is when these app-based businesses took off. Everybody gonna say, oh, it happened when the COVID. Let me tell you something, this shit was going on before the COVID. You understand what I'm saying? It just was utilized more during the COVID because people could not hardly move, right? But in that instance, still ain't nobody make no money but them. Because the structures, the corporate structures of these businesses are predatory. Now, you have Uber, you have Lyft and Uber. You have Uber Eats, you have Lyft deliveries, you have DoorDash, Instacart, Grubhub, all of the bullshit that they got going on. All of these businesses are created to exploit society. These are app-based businesses that are being created and was created to trick America, the world, into cheap labor for major profit. That's all it is. These app-based businesses, gig working of apps, they are a way to trick people and the world into cheap labor for major profit. That's all it is. Now, it's going to be a lot of you all that might look at this video and be like, well, what is this dude talking? Man, I'm talking some real shit. No, ain't nobody putting no gun in nobody's head. But it's people that will work these jobs, these gig jobs, because they need the money now. So, ain't nobody putting no gun in nobody's head, but it's still exploitation. These app-based businesses are a new way for these greedy, predatory corporations to take advantage of the world. Now, the government hasn't stepped in. And there's been major strikes across the board for over the last 2 years. Right? Protesting all for Lyft and Uber drivers and gig workers of all different kinds of apps. The government won't step in. There's no politician that will stick their neck out there and say, hey, I'm going to take on these greedy corporations and fight for the working people. Ain't going to happen. It hasn't happened to this point. If it is a politician, it ain't now one with a loud voice that when he speaks, the news is going to put it on there. You got tens of thousands of drivers striking and protesting, gig workers striking and protesting throughout many states in America and outside of America. And that gets 1% media coverage. The stock market means more than the humans that are suffering, that's out here actually toting all these heavy loads so these people can be billionaires. App-based gig work is the new hustle for greedy, predatory corporations. It ain't no more different than the payday loans or the title loans. Ain't no more different. It's just another way for them to create a greedy demand and trick the world and people into cheap labor for major profit. That's real talk. Check it out now. I know what I'm talking about. It's a sucker's game. It's pimping at its finest. And they're pimping millions of people. I'm even getting pimped. Yeah, I ain't excluded because I'm in this bullshit too. Yeah, but we getting pimped. And the government ain't gonna jump in on this. It's simply because they have relationships with Lyft and Uber business-wise, and they could be partnered with the rest of them. The gig, the DoorDashes and things of that nature. Who knows? All I know is they won't fracture the relationship that they have with Lyft and Uber. And they proved that when the governor just vetoed the bill out of Minnesota after it was passed. This man ain't vetoed a bill in 4 years. That tell you right there that when they say, oh, we're going to pull out, Uber said we pulling out, oh, they vetoed the bill. People, you got to understand that I know what the fuck I'm talking about. App-based gig work is the new hustle for predatory, greedy corporations. It was designed to exploit and trick the world into cheap labor for major profit. That's my words, and I'm going to stick to it. Now, I'd like to say that I fully support striking and protesting efforts of lifting Uber drivers and gig workers from city to city, state to state. Hey, I commend you all for your unselfish approach for fighting for change for everyone. Even though we don't get any change, I applaud you all's effort. I stand with you all 100%. To all of those who haven't subscribed to my channel, I would like to ask you to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell so you can stay in the loop for my latest video. Hey man, I'm fighting towards 500. If I can just get to 500, I'm gonna start going live. Oh man, and we're gonna have some great conversations. You heard what I said? I'm gonna start going live, and I'm gonna help drivers, new Lyft Express drivers, new drivers that's out there that need some questions. Hey man, I'm gonna help y'all. I'm gonna have a number so y'all can call in. I'm gonna help y'all to do the best I can. Okay, give y'all the best information I can to help you all through what you may be going through out there in your area. We're gonna talk. You know what I'm saying? We're gonna chop it up. We're gonna compare things. We're gonna build a family. You know what I'm saying? We ain't gonna tear each other down. That's what the block button is for. So, hey man, you all love somebody out there today because I love y'all. And until my next video, let's get this bread, baby.